Hello. My name is Kendrick, founder and CEO of MarketPrompt Marketing Service. And today we're going to be going over the beginning of the marketing funnel. Just the awareness and the ads. Last video, we went over how to use the Meta Business Suite and use their advertising platform in order to scale in an optimal manner. But we know how to use it, but how do we plan it, right? You can know how to use a stick, right? You could use a stick for 1,000 things, but just eating the stick isn't going to do anything. But taking the stick and building houses out of it, don't build your houses out of stick, build them out of logs. But you get the point. So we're going to be talking about just the ads and the awareness, how you should structure your ads, how you should create your ads, and how you should plug them so that you can get maximum leads. So again, Meta Ads 101, the up-to-date Brief Marketing Guide. What are we going over today? We're going to go over to B2C segmentation and ad appeal. So B2C segmentation meaning the how do they think, the breakdown, right? The 4 segmentations of marketing plus the ad appeal. What ads appeal to generate more leads, right? What ad makes people want to click more? We got pixels and data sets, which is tracking. We got the testing phase and the scaling phase. And then we got paid ads. We got a summary, right? We're going to go over all of this and just make sure that we're all on the same level, right? So first, B2C segmentation and ad appeal. Who and how to, right? Who are we going after and how to get them, right? So segmentation, who, where, how. And then we got the ad appeal at the bottom, right? We got the demographics, the geographics, the behavioral, and the psychographics. These are the 4 things every business owner / marketer should know, right? Who? Homeowners. Where? Your service area, right? In your circle, right? We're not going to be serving people in Oklahoma. Now, if you were in Oklahoma, right, then you would do Oklahoma, right? I'm just going to make that clear. How? Meta platform. So who? Homeowners. Where? Your service area. How? We're using Meta platforms because that's what we specialize in. Ad appeal. That's the psychographics, right? That's your prospects, right? Now we're gonna the ad appeal, right? Is the psychographics. How can we get into their mentality of this ad is very appealing to me. I want to click it. So now we know who, right? Now we know where. Now we know how, and now we know how to get them to click, right? We're just breaking it down. All right, these are bad examples. Do not go to Meta and just put all this stuff in their face. Stop. Okay, I'm going to tell you this now. Statistically, every person scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, Meta platforms, any person on their phone, even me, are reading at a 5th grade reading level. That's the average level. That's the average attention span. We can't just put all of this in their face and expect them to click. It might be again, it's going to convert. It's ads, but you're just sitting there. You gotta absorb it all. You got your phone number. You got a QR code here. You got everything you do. No, you put all of this information on your landing page, because if they go to a separate page other than just Instagram, then they're more likely to convert because one, they're on a whole separate page. They're only being shown your website. So that should be your form that they should be able to read, not the ad itself. The ad is just to get them to click onto your website, right? So these are some good examples, right? Comparison. I made this in like 10 minutes, okay? So we got these convert. I don't know how these convert. People love them. We got your business, things that you do, right? We give them free quotes. Free plumbing, right? Your plumbing's messed up. Free plumbing. Free HVAC. Obviously, you wouldn't do the same thing, but and then you got the other companies. No guarantee, uncertified, lengthy repairs, half-done jobs, right? Like, what if the repairman comes by, starts repairing stuff? He says, "I gotta go home to my wife and eat dinner." No, you're going to fix my pipe. He goes home anyways. Now you're mad, right? Good comparisons. Here we have another example that I took. Hook Air Conditioning. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right? 100% off repair costs. And they got some other information. Boom. Just to get them interested. Here we have another one. Free roofing estimates Giving away free stuff is amazing. I can tell you now, I'm giving you free information. Giving free stuff is amazing. Give out free quotes. Stop quoting people, and the only thing you did was look at their washing machine, and you're telling them give you $20 for looking at it. That don't even sound right. Give free stuff, and people will buy later. They will have no problem. So, why are we learning this? People respond differently, right? 5th grade reading level. They're not absorbing all of this information at once. But this, it gets them interested. It's like, oh, your favorite pop star died in a car crash. A bit grim, but it works, right? It gets them interested. Huh? Right? They're going to click. If it applies to them, they have a house, they're going to click. Right? If they have an issue, or if it says free checkups, they're going to click. Right? Free checkups is probably the number one thing that gets leads. Free check-ins. You come by there, check their pipes, and you find out their pipes is messed up because you know more than them. They're going to want to make sure their pipes don't fall apart, and then they could claim it on their insurance. Win-win. Everybody gets money. We love it. People respond differently. The 5th grade attention span, yeah, you got to get them to click. You got to remind them. You can't just put all of this information in their face. People respond differently. All right, on to pixels and data sets. So generally they're called pixels, but Meta calls them data sets. This is essentially, where do they go? This is probably the most important part after you get down how to make good ads. This is the next step. So if you go into your Meta Ads Manager and you go to your data sources, you can basically make either a pixel or a data set. Pixel, data set. Pixel, right? You could go make a pixel or a data set. A pixel is a line of code that you put into like a button, and that line of code will give Meta information, right? If they submit a form, right? We have the link, we have the form, right? If it's linked, right? We put the code in the button and it's linked. So when every time someone submits that booking, guess what? Ding! Meta gets a ding. Now they know what to do, right? That's the lead, right? They're getting all the bio information on who clicked that lead, because when they go to that website and they click that button, they're tracking them. There's legal behind it. Make sure you have a terms of service and a privacy policy. Don't be just tracking people. You go to jail. No, you probably get sued. Either one, not good. And then a data set is more of like from what I see it, it's like instead of code, data set is like, oh, click. What website are they going to, right? So the data set tracks them going to the website, and it tracks what they click. This is more hard-coded. This is more just like general tracking, following. Again, I haven't made these, but this is like a code that you embed. This is like something that you just set up, and it tracks them going to your website and clicking certain elements like buttons, again with the form. So they basically do the same thing. You just set them up differently, but they both track what person is clicking the submit button and feeding the data back to Meta and says, hey, this is the demographic we're looking for. So Meta takes that information and says, I need more people just like this. And so every person that clicks that lead and fills out that form, Meta says, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And it's going to keep sharpening the sword. And it's just getting keener and keener and better. And only thing you did was set up tracking. And so on top of that, in the ads manager, it tracks your leads. How many people are submitting these forms? And so it rewards Meta with data, and it rewards their pockets because it's tracking them. It's getting their demographic. It's applying it to a group, and it's getting that group and getting them to see your ad as well. It's getting you more homeowners. It's getting you more ages and more background information and more searches or whatever activity that homeowner is doing, applying it to others, and then getting them to do the same thing, which is click your page, book a call, or book an estimate, or book a checkup. Again, give out free stuff. And so this is where you do the ad testing, right? So we know how to create ads. We know how to set up pixels. But how do we test the ads? Because not all ads just go into the funnel and start performing like LeBron when it comes down to winning. So this is what testing might look like. You put this in its own campaign, a testing campaign, testing whatever. Just make sure you know it's a testing campaign. Usually, this is where you put less of your ad spend, more of like 30 to 35%. This is to get them started. And so you will be looking at the amount spent and the impressions on top of the results and cost per result. These are the numbers that you're going to be looking at. And so the ad that obviously performed much better and had much more spend than the rest of them. This one only has $1.29. This one has $45. And this was in like 3 days, a day or two, or a couple hours, right? And so obviously we can see that this ad is doing well because it's spending most of the ad spend, it's getting the most impressions, and it's reaching the most people. And so Meta's understanding that this ad is getting people to respond more. Maybe it's a comment, or maybe it's them staring at the ad a little longer, or maybe any type of interaction with that ad. It doesn't even have to be a pixel. This person is interacting with this ad, so this might be the genre. It does the testing for you. It's amazing. And so again, this is why it's good to test multiple ads. You should not be running 4 ads a whole month. Okay, at least be testing 8. At least swap out the ads bi-weekly and 4 ads a week. At least be swapping out the ads and change out the ads every 2 weeks. Or check in on the ads every day to see if the ad works and swap the ad if it doesn't work. Something. You have to be testing multiple ads. This is why it's called a testing. It's a testing campaign. This is why we're testing. So, ad scaling to the moon. So, again, in the last example, we can see what's the winning ad and what losing ads might look like. So, we take that winning ad, right, and we move it to a scaling campaign. This is where you put most of your ad spend. Mostly about 65, 70, upwards to 90 if it's some really good ads and you have a lot running up into the scaling campaign. If you followed what good ads look like, right? Don't just be photo bombing and giving people a bunch of information. So this is where you're going to be toggling them on and off, right? Leads, the thing about ads is you can technically run them forever and technically they can give you results. But the thing is, over time, Meta's just going to like blend it out. It's just like, let's say you got 5 winning ads over time, at least like a month, about a month or 2. Now, don't get me wrong. Some ads are, you could just put it back in there and for some reason it just starts working again. But about a month or 2 happens. The same group, right? Your service area is but so big. So you're going to show everybody your ad, even if they're not a homeowner. And they're going to get tired of it. Right? You're not serving the whole United States. So it's going to take very little time for your ad to basically dry out. So once these numbers start becoming static, as in it could be putting up some good numbers, but it stops spending, just disable it. Because by the time a month passed, you should be testing your ads and you should have another winning ad in here. And so you scale your winning ads, and you disable them when it dries out. And so what that does is it refreshes the plant, so you don't just look like one entity feeding the same thing. You're feeding multiple veggies to your prospects, and so they're gonna keep coming back, and there's gonna be new leads, and you're gonna have a successful business. So scale and swap it if it's necessary. I'm not saying swap the ads because the numbers might be low one day. If it's low for 3 days, or if it's low for like a week or 2, swap it. Cancel it out, swap it. Set up the pixels. You're done. It's mostly time management and that's it. So again, B2C. So we know who, where, how, right? And what they're thinking, right? That's the ad appeal. So we know how to make the ads and where we need to place them and how to use them. We know about pixels and how to connect them. Testing and scaling, right? Test the ads first. Numbers look good, scale it. Numbers look bad, remove it. Put some more ads in, right? Then we have winning ads. Scale them, right? This is where most of your ad spend goes. This is where less of your ad spend goes. So now we're going to keep putting money into the ads until they stop. And we're going to throw them away. Just like that. So you're constantly making ads. You're connecting the pixels to them, to the website. You're testing the ads. The ads perform. Amazing. They give you information back and give Meta information back. Amazing. Now you move the ads to the scaling campaign. And so now that information is going to get you more stuff. And you're going to be amazing. And life is all dandy and good. So that's really just Meta Ads 101. Nothing more, nothing less. Really simple. We're going to go straight through it. We are MarketPrompt, a remote marketing agency. My name's Kendrick, founder and CEO of MarketPrompt Marketing Services. If you need help with marketing or anything related, go to our website and book a call. We're always available, and we will always have a representative available for you, whether you're speaking to me or somebody else. This is all done for you. Meta Ads 101. You have a good one.